Hey church, Pastor Matthew here, and the sad news is that Super Bowl's coming, but the Broncos aren't going to make it, and the Chargers aren't going to make it. But we're still going to watch the Super Bowl, right? And whether or not you're watching the Super Bowl, on that day, on February 3rd, Sunday, February 3rd, we're going to be having Football Sunday. And so we'll be hearing from NFL players from all across the United States about how God is making a difference, an impact in their lives, and how God is using them to share His love with the people around them. And so it's going to be a great day. I know you're planning on inviting friends. We've been passing out tickets for the last couple of weeks, and I've been handing out tickets to people that I know, and so hopefully you're inviting people too. It's going to be a great day. We'll have a bunch of tailgating food. We got nachos coming. We got popcorn. We got soda. It's going to be a great day. A lot of fun. Normal service times, 9 and 10:45 in the morning, and we'll get you out with plenty of time to be able to watch the big game later in the day. And then also, though, coming up in the life of the church, there's a lot of really great stuff going on. The middle schoolers are going to camp this month in February. And then also, right now, we have a handful of people, 18 people, who are going through Talking Point. They're learning how to navigate the Bible. They're learning how to read it for themselves. They're learning how to have some quiet time with God and to hear from Him, how to pray, talk to God, and listen, read the Bible, listen to God. Because there's no way we can have a good, thriving relationship with God without this key thing of having a quiet time, talking to God. And so I'm super excited. We thought we were just going to do one class, and so many people signed up. We thought we only had room for 12, and so many people signed up we had to run a second class. So we've got 18 people going through it right now. This is a part of our path. And so our path is helping people grow in their relationship with God, go down the path, grow in relationship with God, grow in their commitment to Him, and a lot of good stuff is coming out of it. And so the path starts with Starting Point, it moves into Talking Point, and from there it goes to Connecting Point. And this month in February, we're going to be starting our first Connecting Point class. And in that class, we're going to be talking about what the church is. What does it mean to be the church? We don't go to church, we are the church. When we have said yes to Jesus and we're Jesus followers, we are the church. And this is huge. This is huge. And so I would encourage you, you need to sign up for Talking Point. I'm sorry, not Talking Point, Connecting Point. You need to sign up for Connecting Point. We'll offer Talking Point again. Some of you are thinking, oh, man, I missed it. I should have taken that class. We'll offer it again. All these pieces of the path we'll offer multiple times. But this month, and the information is in the newsletter, make sure you read it for yourself. This month we'll be offering Connecting Point for the first time. And so I encourage you to jump in, be a part of it. The last thing I want to talk to you about is the mission trip. We, for the last 11 years, have partnered with Dave and Lynn Johnson in San Vicente, Mexico, in a little dusty nowhere town on the Baja Peninsula. Dave and Lynn Johnson are Americans who went down there to point people towards Jesus there in San Vicente. Funny story, Dave went not knowing any Spanish. He's lived there about 11 years. He's lived there 17 years now, and he still really doesn't know Spanish. But God is using him and the churches that come down to partner with them, to serve with them, to grow God's kingdom. And so we're going down. We'll be working with the local church in San Vicente, Mexico. But there's another piece to the mission trip that's really exciting too. So you could go for a full week serving in San Vicente, or you could go a couple days early and you could be a part of the medical outreach, the Brigada, that we're going to do in Tijuana. We'll be partnering with another one of our missionaries, Craig and Christy Libby, who serve in Tijuana, right along the border between San Diego and Mexico. Tijuana is just south of San Diego along the border. And so we'll be doing a health fair. Tijuana is a huge city, millions of people, and so what happens is the local churches, Craig and Christy work with the local churches to put on a health fair, and everybody who comes gets free medical treatment, and then they also get to hear the gospel, how much Jesus loves them, and it transforms hundreds of people's lives and eternities every single time they do one of these brigadas. Last year, over 300 people accepted Christ in one day during the brigada. And so I would encourage you, think about going this year. In fact, if you've never been on a mission trip before, you need to go. And so the brigada will come up for the weekend. You could go just for the long weekend, and then you could come back here to Denver. Or you could go for the Brigada and the week in San Vicente. Just stay. We just all travel down together. You're not on your own, of course. The whole group travels together. And Or you could skip the Brigada and you could go just for the weekend San Vicente. So there are 3 choices. You can go on the short trip, the long trip, or the extra long trip, whatever is right for you. My family and I right now, we're making arrangements to plan on going, trying to figure out what that's going to look like. I'm going, and I would encourage you to consider going too. In fact, let me say it again. If you've never been on a mission trip before, this is your year to go. You need to go. You need to stop putting it off for another year. This is the year that you need to go. And I know what you're thinking. I've never done anything like this before. I don't speak Spanish. I don't know where the money's going to come from. Remember Dave, the missionary? Yeah, he went down there to live, and he doesn't speak Spanish. You could go for a week. You could go for a weekend. You could serve God and see how God uses you to impact the lives of other people. And God is going to impact your life in a big way. He's going to use it to grow your relationship with Him and your faith in Him. It's going to be awesome. And so don't miss out. This month, we'll be having 2 information meetings, 2 information briefings about the mission trip. And so if you go to these meetings, you're not saying, hey, I'm at the meeting, I'm definitely going. You're saying, hey, I'm at the meeting because I want to find out more. Plan on going to one of the information briefings. Find out more about the trip. Find out the details. Find out the dates, all that kind of stuff. There's also some information in the newsletter this month. And so make sure you jump around the newsletter, find out all the good stuff that's going on, because there's a lot of really great stuff going on. I don't want you to miss any of it. And please be praying. Maybe this is the year that God's going to take you to San Vicente, Mexico. Or maybe this is the year that God's going to use you to invite your football nut friend to come to Football Sunday. It's going to, either way, both are good, life transforming. Thank you so much. If you ever need anything, don't hesitate to ask. God bless you.